Hi everyone, I thought I'd just make a quick video on my way somewhere quick, seeing that I've been trying to make this video for a while and I just never actually get through to doing it, and this is obviously my follow-up, but just roughly after 2 months of having my nuss bars removed. As you guys will recall in my other videos, I had 2 nuss bars with a stabilizer on each side, one at the top, one at the bottom. And I had them for roughly about 3 years. Actually, to be honest, about 2 years and 9 months. I decided to take them 2 months out earlier, which I'm very thankful that I did do, as there's a lot going on in our country in terms of lockdown and all those things. And elective surgeries have been cancelled for the time being. So thank goodness I did take the call to do it a little bit earlier. And actually, just to give you guys a little bit of an update of what's going on actually in my life since having these bars out. So I did fantastically well coming out of surgery. I had basically zero pain. I was in good spirits, had good energy. I was pretty comfortable, to be honest with you. I did have some minor setbacks that could have been avoided. I did bleed a little bit after surgery on one of the sutures from one of the cuts, and I had a bit of a bad experience with the nurses, specifically in the hospital, that just would leave me there for hours after asking for help and things, and I wouldn't get attended to. But thank goodness I have an amazing partner, fiance, and she came and basically sorted things out for me. I had a bad experience with anesthetic as well. Was nauseous, throwing up the whole time, couldn't hold anything down, but I sorted that out pretty quick, and adamantly I left actually the afternoon. I was then operated very early in the morning at 7 o'clock, and I was out of the hospital around about 4:30, 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Just before I left the hospital, they actually gave me a very strong type of painkiller, which was actually like a tranquilizer, and that knocked me out. I couldn't even keep my eyes open. Fast forwarding a couple of weeks thereafter, I started training again, roughly about 4 weeks after surgery, 3-4 weeks after surgery, and I felt good, very good. I started training. My training level has picked up significantly in terms of what I've been doing since surgery and before. I'm pushing a lot heavier weight. I'm doing all the things that I missed, that I couldn't do for the last couple of years. So it's really great to be back and, experimenting with all the things that I love to do, and I couldn't have done that for a while. So it's been really amazing to be able to train again and go heavy and do all the things that I haven't been able to do the last 3 years, such as bench press properly, incline, the normal bench press as well, flat bench, flies, dumbbell presses, shoulder presses, anything going over my head. It's just been really good. Pull-ups, even although my strength is absolutely ridiculous at the moment, but it's been good. I can do pull-ups. I couldn't do it before. I did dips as well. All the good things. And yeah, I had no pain really after surgery until around about a week ago. Although the weather in our country has turned the coldest it's been in about a decade. So I'm not sure if the extreme change in weather has actually contributed to a little bit of pain and discomfort. I can add, and I have read this before somewhere else on one of the Vectors groups, that at some stage after surgery it feels like the bars are still there. And I can definitely say that that's correct in my case as well. I also feel like I have had the feeling that the bars are still there. And it still feels like that to me, like the bars are still there. So the only thing I don't have is pressure from the stabilizers, but furthermore, I can say that I've got quite a lot of pain on the sternum itself at the moment, and on my ribs, and then as for my back on the opposite side where the bars used to be, there's always been pain. So the only thing that I can say that I don't really have at the moment is pain on stabilizers, which was a pretty intense pain. That's gone. But it's weird. It feels like the bars are still there. There's kind of like a weird feeling in the inside of your chest that feels like there's still pressure. In a weird way, it actually feels like the bars are still there and they're actually still pressing against your ribs, even though they're not. But furthermore, I'm recovering good. Training is good. And even this pain is there even if I don't train. So it's not related to me training actually. I just think it's my body that is starting to find its new position without the force of the stability that the bars caused for the last couple of years. I just think that my body's obviously now got to deal with its own way of finding its new position. So I think this will go away. At the time being, it is pretty uncomfortable. It's not painful necessarily, except the sternum has got a little bit of pain, and that's your typical bone pain. But furthermore, I'm feeling good. Energy levels are picking up as well. I'm feeling more motivated. Training, my participation with training is much better. So yeah, furthermore, I would definitely still recommend the surgery. I just think that a person has to prepare yourself for this, because it's definitely not a walk in the park. Removing the bars, I cannot even compare it on a scale between 1 and 10 as what it was putting in the bars was probably around about a 10 out of 10 in terms of discomfort and pain, and wow, it was everything I was not expecting to happen. And it was like that for 3 years, and it just keeps on changing. It was never like a set way that I felt. It was always different. And removing the bars, I can definitely say I feel so much better, but I still gotta get to terms with the new discomfort that I have. Like, you know, it still feels like my torso is a little bit like flexed in a way, but it's not. The results are really good. I'm very happy with the results. My sternum is nice and straight. And now the muscle, I still have a very small little pectoral on the right hand side where I have an indentation, which I'm gonna have to work really hard at building that muscle back up. But furthermore, I'm very happy. I definitely recommend it. I just think that you need to understand what you're getting yourself into, because it's not always described like that. And I think everyone's opinion and experience is different, but yeah, I think I would definitely recommend the surgery. Just know what you're getting yourself into, and know that this is going to be at least a 3, maybe 4 year, you know, change in your life where things are not going to be normal. And I don't understand how, you know, they say, surgeons say that you can do sports and contact sports. There's not a chance in my mind that I would have thought of doing that. Everything I did in the gym was very slow and controlled. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, please let me know in the comment section. I probably would make one more video, and maybe in 2 months to see how I'm doing at roughly my 4 or 6 month mark after the bars are out. And that's it, and that's the end of my fitness journey then, basically. So yeah, good luck to everyone that's getting the surgery, and if you're considering it, do it. Just prepare yourself. Cheers.